States a buffalo soldier when the war for America. They were fighting on a rival. They were fighting for survival. When you know your history, then you know where you're coming from. This is Merville Myers outside Guys and St. Thomas's Hospital, where my husband was well taken care of. I used to come and sing. The people would wait for me to sing until one day an African come choose me and tell me I'm too loud. So now you know what black people stands for. Gail Lewis is gonna get knocked. And so will King's College Hospital NHS Foundation Trust. From the time my brother died of colon cancer, I had the first nervous breakdown working at my Potter House Day Nursery. When you know your history, then you know where you're coming from. This is Merville Myers singing my song. I say a buffalo soldier win the war for America. They were fighting on a rival. They were fighting for survival. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yo, 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 yo. Twice in 3 months, Merville Myers is an inactive patient. Why is that? Because I refuse to take risperidone. Dr. Phil Gregory and the nurse turned up at my house on the 21st of November 2024. What was his intention? We say a buffalo soldier win the war for America. They were fighting on a rival. They were fighting for survival. Today is Miss Kanye and Bob Marley's birthday, and I'm telling the world what the NHS is. I say a buffalo soldier win the war for America. They were fighting on a rival. They were fighting for survival. 32 years in the murder country. Now I'm an inactive patient. Twice in 3 months because of the NHS cover-up. I say a buffalo soldier win the war for America. They were fighting on a rival. They were fighting for survival. When you know your history, then you know where you're coming from. I am singing my song so the world not know that the NHS founded by Nye Bevan in 1948. Now the NHS is sending ambulance to my home. On the 30th of October 2017, police and ambulance turn up to section me from a malicious report of Winsome Duncan and Ryan Clement. I say, why yo 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 yo, why yo 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 yo. Dr. Peter O'Cansey and Georgina turn up at my house on the 22nd of January after the ambulance spent all night out my door, let in by Deborah Agnes Gilchrist, the terrorist racist junkie. Say it's a buffalo soldier win the war for America. Bob Marley's birthday, Miss Kanye's birthday. I take my fight for justice to the A to Z. of abusers, including Richard Harty, men in child care. Junior Sullivan wants to be remembered as a disruptive influence. Now I've been kicked out of Jamology. I say, yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Windrush generation treated worse than animals. Come join my fight for justice. Make we mash down Babylon. Babylon system that think they can get away with treating a disabled NHS pensioner like a criminal. I say, yo, 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 why, yo, 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 why, yo, 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 yo. This is Mervyn Lee Myers, setting down a track for the world. Tell the world what's happening in this racist country. You want to come take me face off? Well, I was the face of Windrush 70. I was in the South London Press on the 28th of May 2004. On balance, a happy ending. I was on Sky News the 5th of September 2011. I did a voice of a child research for Junior Sullivan 2010. After I was a participant in Dr. Maria Hudson's research paper for the Policy Studies Institute, recommended to ACAS. When you know your history, then you know where you're coming from. So this is Mervyn Lee Myers, taking a break and sitting right here. I say, why, yo, 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 why, yo, yo, in this racist country. Yes, you may I deal with NHS. NHS, you may I deal with. Inactive patient is dealing with NHS. Gail Lewis from PALS, I have your report. Dr. Phil Gregory, Dr. Peter Akansi and Georgina, who turn up at my home, the ambulance service, the Metropolitan Police, all of you involved. Who signed my book? Sir Mark Rowley. A month after I was labeled a violent nuisance by District Judge Stellini, District Judge Greenwich, District Judge Swan, District Judge Stellini, District Judge Richard Hayes, District Judge Pegram, District Judge Bell, District Judge Nadu, District Judge Beecher has the upper hand to put the things right. And this is just the beginning. I say, why, yo, 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 why, yo, 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 yo. Say a buffalo soldier win the war for America.